Hello, welcome to Cornflower Crafts. How y'all doing today? I thought maybe we could get together and talk about packaging. I have some things that I got together for a rack, and the more I did, the more I concentrated on packaging. I do that sometimes, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just wrap things up and send them on their way. But this time, I found myself really concentrating on packaging quite a bit and wanting to create packaging. So first off, I'm going to start with the card. And when you're going to put, this is my 3x3, which you all, bless your hearts, if you've been here before, you've seen quite a few of them. And with this, if it's going to go in with the gift, I usually decorate the front of the envelope, or I just write for and then their name. But with this one, I wrote the channel name and did a little pun with my, kind of a pun, I guess, with my decoration. So I can't turn this over. Just in case she comes by to visit, I don't want her to know. So, and I had to laugh because you all have seen this particular 3x3 card, but I altered, I said, I know when I'm, because I've altered regular cards before, but now I'm altering my own cards. I'm like, boy, I've been in this for a while if I'm starting to alter my own. But I added she's up on foam on the black, can you sort of see that, can you? The black foam dots. And then I went ahead and stamped just a little stamp here and here. I think that's graphic 45. To make your eyes go to, since she's in black and white. The cute thing is this is a Gibson girl, and she's in a bathing suit. That's a bathing suit. And so the card itself originated with, that I made, just had this piece behind it and a little rose in the center where she's covered that up. And then just a little tiny butterfly here and here. But I did these butterflies, I did the stamping, I inked around it in the black ink, and inked around her in pink ink, and cut it out with one of my oval die cuts. And so the card itself, like I said, and I made the envelope as well, but you can decorate the envelope to make it a little more pretty, for your crafty friends. Then I just showed this in Let's Do Die Cutting Monday. And I didn't go into detail, but if you watch that video, it's my last video, was Monday. I talk about fussy cutting and die cuts and things of that nature. But I also did quite a bit of stenciling on mine, so that I thought what I didn't decorate, this is a tag mini book. What I didn't decorate, with, like I said, fussy cutting or whatever, I did stenciling. And these are the stencils that I got. I don't know, this is from Amazon if you're interested. But you get 6 of them. And I used, you can see my permanent ink didn't want to come off real well. But yeah, I used that, all of them, I think, in this. But I wanted to give my crafty friend some ephemera, and I die cut some tags, and I did a little applique. And so the little pockets, I put them in, and I thought she would get a kick out of me, instead of me just, putting them maybe in a plastic bag and saying here, thought she might get a kick out of this. And then I wanted her to have some stickers. So this is a doily that I think a lot of us know how to fold them. And if I'm not mistaken, oh, it's so delicate, y'all. But I went around it in, you know, in the, what is it, photo? Vintage photo. And I'm sorry that we're shaking right now because I hit the stand. And I put just a little bit of fabric right here and some leaf trim and some flower trim and some cheesecloth right there. And then that's what's holding all of these stickers. Okay, and these are of Vintage Ladies. And then I wanted, speaking of Vintage Ladies, I wanted her to have these as well. And I was like, again, I want the packaging to be just so. So I made this folder, and I think everybody and his uncles made folders before. But they're so much fun, aren't they? And then I stenciled behind this. They're all pink bows. There's nothing but pink bows behind there. So I did this punch. I had this punch, and then I put the bling in the center so that there could be pink bows here and then in the background. And then on the front, of course, you see the lace and you see this ribbon. I kind of hoard it, but I thought it matched perfectly. She's up on foam tape as well. And then underneath her, I put these two flowers together. And I couldn't put the bling under there. So what I did is I took a regular hole punch and punched out of the glitter paper, and I think it worked out really well. And then, of course, you can sign it. Okay, let's put her here. Might have to move her. And then I did some stamping. As you all know, I'm not a good stamper, but because this person is so wonderful, I did it. I stamped out, of course, this image, and I think that's graphic 45. And then I used this Stampendous cling stamp to put the music notes here, here, and here. I can show you those stamps real quick if you want me to. Let's see. I worked with these. I worked with this one. I worked with these two. And these guys. And one more. And this one. Okay? And like I said, I'm really not good with the stamping, but I did it for her. I hope she likes them. So again, I was like, what am I going to put them in? And I wanted to protect them. So this is nice cardstock. And as you see, the vintage photo all over. This is up on some foam. And this is a little pink brad. And I only had one of the hands for the clock. But my story is, the other one broke because it's so old. And then a little key. You know how I love keys and clocks. And this is a ribbon that I put backwards. This is an old sheet by Ralph Lauren that I got at a thrift store that I keep tearing and cutting. And then this is a piece of, I think it's cardboard. Then I stamped her on this die this die cut that I did. A little lace, a little, this is from a thrift store as well, years ago. Little ribbon rose, some rose trims, some more lace. This is from a vintage doily. These are cut out. And then I put some organza around it that has a little glitter on it because she's wearing a hat, and I can remember the netting that used to go down like this over their faces. And so that's what I was attempting to do. And then this sticker is very, very weak, and that's okay because I don't want it to be hard for her to lift. But I made this. A lot of us make these, and this is out of, see, it's white cardstock, and I took coffee with quite a broad brush, and I brushed the coffee on it, and that's the effect I got. I really liked it. So you can also make your own bags, make your own folders, make your own pockets, make everything so that, you know, you're happy that they can maybe even use the packaging as well. And then you all saw, this is what I've been working pretty hard on. You all saw that I did this for her, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need to put that on something. So I was going to whitewash this as well, but I decided no, because I think it looks so good. I can't set it up or you all won't be able to see it. I think it looks so good like it is. So there it is finished, and I'm happy with the way it came out. But this packaging for this, I got this was in the jewelry department in Hobby Lobby. A few months back, they had it on clearance. They had, I think it's 5 of them I got. And I'm so glad I purchased them because they're really well made, and I like the size of them. So this will get probably underneath it some bubble wrap, and on top of it a lot of the paper shred. And I was like, okay, now you all have seen with boxes, if I send something in a box, that I can decorate the top of it. I usually do, but I usually keep it kind of flat and everything. But with me loving mixed media so much lately, I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. So the top of the box, the edges are done as well. It has like a regular texture paste through lace doily. Actually, that's what you're seeing here, here, and here. Then I took some crackle paste on my palette knife. Let's see here. And just, you know, put it here and here and here, little spots of it. And then, for fun, I just kept going like this on top of it while it was still wet. And that's what I got. It's on the side, too. I don't know if that's showing up. And this side, and this side, and this side. And then it also has some lace and a grosgrain ribbon. It has this lace doily, probably from the 80s. I'm going to say I got it at a thrift store some time ago. Been hoarding it. Belgian lace. And then I cut lace here and put it here, 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 and here. And then this is die cut, 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 die cut. And then these tiny little flowers are this punch. And this punch I got on clearance from Hobby Lobby a few years back, before the pandemic. It came in like a little plastic mason jar, a bunch of them, and I use this constantly. And it's a matter of, you know, using your tool and just keep rubbing it till you can get the dimension on that. Then put the little bling in the center. Then took one of my brushes, paint brushes. Let me see, it's one of my smallest ones. Nope, that's too big. Where did I put it? Well, I hid it from the sale. It's pretty good if you can hide it from yourself. Let me see here. No, here it is. Okay. One like this. See, there's not too many bristles. It's very, very tiny. And just went all the way around each one. I mixed white with that color pink. And that's what I did on the edges. And this is Prima, from Prima paper. Then I die cut cardboard and then did die cut 2 circles in the green and the pink, and then did it this way so that I could, the green over here and the pink over here. These are Dollar Tree flowers, believe it or not. I don't know if y'all remember those, and I got them in white. Again, but a bigger brush. Did pink here. I took, they were flat, just one, and I wanted them doubled. And so I glued one on top of the other, took the pearl out of the one beneath. And before I did that, though, I took my paintbrush and did the pink around there and there on those. But really, really happy with how they turned out. And then covered this up here. Oh, and also put my stickles on the swan, because it was blending into the background, and it was like, all you see is a bow and a beak, and I was like, that's not cool. So I hope it's showing up that I put the highlights on his or her feathers. And then after I covered this up, I put a lot of water with my white acrylic paint and did the splatters all over. I did a lot of those, as you can see. So I don't know if you all do the same thing, but when you're sending something out, sometimes, you know, you don't have time to do all of that packaging, but then there are other times where you do. And I want to thank you all so much. And if you get a chance, let me interrupt myself. If you get a chance, let me know if you like to do packaging, if you have the time, instead of just wrapping it, you know, because sometimes I don't have the time. I only can wrap it, and that's it. But if you have a chance, let me know how you do yours, or what kind of bags you create, or folders, or anything like that. Or if you're really into doing the toppers, do put them in a clear bag and do some fantastic toppers. You know, if you have a chance, I'd love to hear from you. And I want to thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.